Flock Nation, Lamar Jackson wins his second MVP. I told you. I tried telling you all that he was going to win the award. I just knew it was going to happen. It was his to win. It was his to win. You saw the regular season that he put together. He authored one of the greatest regular seasons. It was a dominant regular season for him. It wasn't about what he did in the playoffs. Yes, he choked in the playoffs. He performed a big choke job. But in the regular season, he showed up. And he looked like one of the most improved players in the league. It was about what he did in the regular season that got him this award. I said when he beat the 49ers that he locked up the award. You guys heard me talking about that. And I think it's a well-deserving second MVP for Lamar Jackson. Now, a lot of people would disagree with me. A lot of people are mad because he won the MVP. A lot of people are saying this is the most undeserved MVP. Lamar Jackson had 3,678 passing yards, 24 passing touchdowns, 821 rushing yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns. He put together a great regular season. He kicked ass until the playoffs. When it mattered the most, no, he didn't show up. But I'm blocking out all the noise from these haters. I'm blocking it all out. I don't want to hear what the naysayers have to say because somebody's always going to find something wrong with this. Somebody's always going to have something negative to say. I'm celebrating Lamar Jackson. And yeah, a lot of people are going to say, well, Christian McCaffrey deserved it. He's the true MVP and all this other stuff. We can make the argument that he is the true MVP. But this is a quarterback-driven award. And Lamar Jackson, at the end of the day, to me, he deserves it. He deserves this moment. It was a phenomenal season. We can't take anything away from him that he accomplished this season. And he is now a 2-time NFL MVP, whether you like it or not. But you're going to have people complaining about this. They're going to complain about this. And I feel if the MVP is a quarterback-only award, then yes, rightfully so, Lamar Jackson is that guy. Well, you have people out here saying Josh Allen got snubbed, that he was the MVP, that he probably should have won the MVP, that he had better numbers than Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson led a number 1 seed to the playoffs. And he improved as a passer. He grew as a passer. He grew as a player. He matured. He gotten better. Lamar was the best player arguably in the NFL during the regular season. But no one wants to bring that up. No one wants to talk about that. Everyone wants to say, well, he shouldn't have won the MVP, that he wasn't deserving of the MVP, that there were better players than him. Oh, really? There was better players than him during the regular season? No, he doesn't have the best playoff track record. He stinks in the playoffs. I will agree with you guys that he's terrible in the playoffs. He's horrible. But this time around, he beat out Dak Prescott, obviously. He beat out Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy was on that list as well. And, of course, you had Josh Allen. He beat those guys out. And to me, this was a no-brainer. I felt all along that he was the guy to win this award. You guys heard me say this in a video previously. I've been saying it. It was not a surprise. It was not a surprise, given he received 45 of 50 of the 50 votes. He received 45 of the 50 votes in earning, believe it or not, first team All-Pro. So, I mean, we can't sit here and pretend like this man played horrible all year long, because he didn't. He didn't play horrible all year long. Jackson received 49 of 50 first place votes. He received 49 of 50 first place votes in the MVP voting, with Allen getting, I believe, the other first place votes. Allen wasn't too far behind. And then, of course, you had Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, I believe, finished second in the MVP race with 152 points. I mean, so, you had a great group of guys, mentioned. Only one person can win it. McCarthy was third with 147 points. Purdy was fourth with 97 points. And then, of course, you had Allen fifth with 80 points. And you got all your critics out here saying there has never been a player who is less deserving of the MVP award. See, that's where I stop people like that, because how is he this less deserving player? Didn't you watch football all season? Didn't you see what he was doing during the regular season? And these are the same people who were praising him, right? They were saying that, oh, he's this elite quarterback. Those are the same people. I don't think he's an average quarterback. I do think he's an elite quarterback. I definitely think he's a top 10 quarterback in this league. Now, once before, I wasn't in agreement with that. I didn't believe he was a top 10 quarterback in this league, but I think he is. And he's a dual threat quarterback. He can do it both. But yes, he does have a tendency to disappear in big games. That's not a lie. But the last time I checked, the MVP was a regular season award. And during the offseason, Lamar Jackson, yes, he did. He demanded, his money, got paid, and then he produced an incredible MVP season. He showed up until the playoffs. He didn't play great. in that postseason game. He didn't show up. Once again, Patrick Mahomes, got the best of him. And they lost in that playoff game. It was a disappointing ending to the season. They lost in heartbreaking fashion. What more can I say? But it doesn't help either when you have a wide receiver who fumbles near the end zone. And everyone is saying that it's his fault that they lost that game. But we can put some blame on Zay Flowers for fumbling the football. He put his team in position to win, but you got guys out there fumbling the football. You had a few breaks and you couldn't take advantage of them. It was just a lot of uncharacteristic plays in that game. It was just a lot of mistakes made in that game. That ended up costing them in that game. But I thought overall, Lamar Jackson had one hell of a season. Besides making it to the damn Super Bowl, it is a total team effort, not an individual effort at the end of the day. So we can't put it all on Lamar Jackson. But I think ultimately, Lamar Jackson was deserving of the MVP, and you guys can say whatever you want. You guys are entitled to your opinion.